Hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. Google's VP just put out the most ridiculous statement ever. In fact, this statement makes Google look really bad. It also shows that Google's VP has no idea what she's talking about. As I'll go into this video, this is what Google essentially believes, and Google wants you to believe. Now, there are a few things that this Bloomberg article doesn't go into, but I will go into this video because we are not Google shills. So also, before I get into the video, I've been working on this is just the Warehouse.io APIs that are associated with link building. So this is something we have gone through, we have finished going through, and we have been testing. And as you know, that there are lots of different modules that were leaked. This is just a link building module. And I'm going to make a series of videos that goes into and explains these different modules. This is the first one. This might be a long video, but there are others that might be longer. So if you're interested, what Google's leak has to say about link building, content, internal links, branding, all of that stuff, then make sure that you get subscribed. Also, unlike some other people, you do not have to buy my $1,000 course, out of which 99% is only studies. Yes, this is for free. So if you want to learn something, get subscribed. All right, so back to the video. Liz Reed, Google's vice president on search, told employees at a recent all-hands meeting that Google won't always find everything when it comes to AI mistakes. The problem with this statement is Google has always said that it wants to put out the best content. It wants to give people content that's the very best of the best. And that is why every update they say is they're doing the update, putting out the update to improve content quality. And then we have the Panda update, we had the Medic update, we have the MyYML issues, we've had numerous problems. Even there was a coupon update, which was for coupon sites. There were updates for affiliate sites. In fact, affiliate sites have all but disappeared off the internet. And God forbid, if you have a finance site or a website dedicated to supplements, you're gonna absolutely get annihilated if you're not a major brand. But over here, Google's VP says, don't worry. If the AI tells people, go drink urine, that's fine, that's okay. It's okay, it's AI, people don't take it seriously anyways. Well, if you think people don't take it seriously anyways, you shouldn't have it on right on top of Google in the first place. They shouldn't be the most prominent, it shouldn't get the most prominent placement on your search engine if you think no one is going to take this seriously. So obviously, people are going to take this seriously. You want people to take this seriously, and yet you don't want to take responsibility for it. And that is Google's official stance on AI. And the next thing she says is, she urged employees to continue pushing AI products, suggesting that they can fix mistakes as users and employees find them. How many mistakes do you think Google can find, or Google's employees can find? They have billions of searches each day. 99.9% of those searches are not even, Google can't even track what those searches are individually. I mean, it doesn't even have enough people to do that. It can't even track the websites that are ranking. And so there are loads of spam websites that rank across a gazillion industries, and Google has no idea what those spam websites are. In fact, some of those are my own websites because I keep testing these things and I see that absolutely BS websites. I mean, forget about semantic SEO, forget about user experience, forget about any of that. Websites that are downright bad without even content on those pages except for a title and an H1 are ranking #1 for high volume search terms. And, Google doesn't even know about it. No one is reporting it, but it's getting traffic. It's getting people on the website. And this is what I essentially teach my clients, is that you're only scrutinized if you're in a highly competitive industry. If you're in an industry where there's no competition, there might be traffic, right? Not all high traffic industries are competitive. In fact, most are not. And if you do your research, you'll find that there are loads of industries that are high traffic and there's no competition, all right? And so if you build a website in those industries, they put a bare bones website together, the design would suck out of the box. the UI would suck out of the box. You put a title, you put an H1, you put a description, it ranks, right? And it's just not going to be number one, but it will rank, all right? So if you add some more content, internal links, maybe put a 10, 15, 20 pages together, you're going to be number one. And without backlinks or anything else. So Google can't even keep track of that, all right? And here they're saying that AI is going to be responsible for 15%. Now it's 15%, we used to be more. 15% of searches on the internet is not getting monitored, or you're just going to fix things as you go along. Well, that's not good enough for us. In fact, that's bad for us. And this is in response to, well, Google was recently criticized after its recent AI overviews tool gave nonsensical answers. Well, obviously you're going to be criticized. This is absolute crap. So it goes into detail, and here's what she says, and I'll put the quote up on the screen. This is the funniest part. It says, "It's important that we don't hold back features just because there might be occasional problems, but more as we find the problem, we address them." All right, okay. So does that apply to individual website owners? Does that apply to someone like me who owns a website and might probably forget, to, add a source, or forget to build backlinks or internal links to create a silo? Does that apply to me? Or maybe I have one too many affiliate links on my pages. Are you as lenient, to a small website owner? Of course not. I'm held to a whole different standard than its in-house AI. And Liz Reeds, who was promoted to the role as Vice President of Search in March, said at the countrywide meeting, according to audio obtained by CNBC. So someone recorded her saying this. So, and the next thing she says, "I don't think we should take away from this that we shouldn't take risks." Reed said, "We should take them thoughtfully. We should act with urgency. When we find new problems, we should do extensive testing, but we won't always find everything that just means that we respond." Okay, so she's admitting that they're not going to respond to everything. So even if they are nonsensical answers that put your life at risk, or probably put a kid's life at risk, because a kid might be searching who doesn't really understand how the internet works and thinks that AI is the end-all be-all of intelligence, and it says to do something that's dangerous and personally harmful, and they go ahead and do this, and something bad happens. Google can just say, it's AI, it's a black box.
We'll call it as a black box.
We don't know what's going on. We just put this out there. We try to fix things. And, we cover like 65% of our search screen with AI, even though we don't really trust it, and you shouldn't trust it either. Does that make any sense? Obviously it does not make sense, but Google is trying to force this down our throats because everyone else is doing it. And they know that this is downright dangerous, and they know that this is not only hurting people or users, but it's also hurting individual website owners. But because it has something to do with their bottom line and an AI arms race, so this is what they're doing. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think about this. There's a link to this article in the description. You can go and read this article in its entirety. Like and subscribe as always, and make sure that you get subscribed, because that's the only way you're gonna save $1,000 and learn more than you ever did in any BS course. See you guys in the next video.